Hi everybody, it's me, Shayeski. Gonna talk to you today about table of values. Table of values are basically inputs, outputs. You've done these many times in your past. So let's hop. Suppose I gave you a table of values, and on your sheet you're gonna have values here, randomly selecting -1, 0, 2, 3. Now for the first few questions, they're going to tell you specifically what they want you to do to x. In this case, they want you to add 3. So -10 add 3 is going to give you -7. -5 add 3 is going to give you -2. -1 add 3 is going to be 2. 0 add 3 is 3. 2 add 3 is 5. 3 add 3 is 6. There, you just completed your table of values. You did what you were supposed to do. You added 3 to each of these values. And you got your outputs over here. Your y is called your outputs. Your x's are going to be called your inputs. Suppose I told you that I wanted you to multiply by 3. Randomly selecting this. All of these will be there for you when you go ahead and do these. If I wanted you to multiply by 3, you would take -4 multiplied by 3. -4 times by 3 would be -12. -3 times +3 is -9, 0, 2 times 3 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9, 4 times 3 is 12. Again, these inputs will be there for you already. Here's your outputs because you're listening to what or doing whatever it's telling you to do. I grabbed a different question. Here I have y equals 3x plus 5. My input is -3, so I'm going to replace my input because my input has to do with x's. I'm going to replace my input and then follow order of operations. So your order of operations is always going to be multiplying first, so it's going to be -9, and then you're going to add the tail end, whatever it should be. So in this case it's +5. So the output would be -4. They are eventually going to get harder though today. You're going to be given an equation. And you're going to have to take these inputs here and input them where you have x. So where you have x here, I'm going to now replace with this -5 to get my first output. So I'm going to have y equals 3 times a -5 plus 2. So following order of operations, which we've done many times this year, 3 times -5 gives you -15 plus 2. Essential people, you're going to have to start using your calculators on these. And there's my input. Y equals -13. Okay, so let's try it for let's try it for the -3. I'm going to get you guys to try these ones on your own, then I'm going to place the answers up. Your first answer is going to be +6. -2 times a -3 is +6. 1 times a -3 is going to get you -3, and 10 times a -3 is going to get you -30. Okay, so here you have it in green, your answers for where you were putting in your inputs into x, and following order of operations. Can't see my whole head. Okay, so now you are going to do some work in your book. Again, I'm going to get you to try these ones on your own. I'll place the answers up. Okay, so here's my chicken scratch. Page 12 to 14, all the odd numbers, and page 19, the odd numbers. Now, I know that you have a sub right now, and I expect this stuff to be done by tomorrow. So if you don't finish it today in class, I want it done tomorrow. Now, I also want the 2 pages I handed in yesterday. Looks like, or this was handed out Friday. Okay, it looks like this. I'll have some in the bunk. I'm trying to show it to you. There it is. Multiple step inequalities with graphs. 2-sided. I'm going to leave that in the bunk. And the second thing that you were supposed to do, some people handed it in. It was called assignment multiple step inequalities. For those of you who went on the trip last week, this will be due tomorrow as well. Okay, so I'm looking for all this stuff due tomorrow. You make sure you work because I'm watching you. Bye.